Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Emma. We are so excited to help you practice English in a fun and easy way. Today, we are going to talk about how to use the past tense when you describe your day. Many English learners can talk in the present tense, like, I wake up at 7, or I eat breakfast, but they find it hard to change those sentences into the past tense. So let's make it very simple together.
Yes, let's start with the most basic example. In the present tense, I say, I wake up at 7. In the past tense, it becomes, I woke up at 7. Just one word changes. Wake becomes woke. Can you repeat after me? I woke up at 7.
Great! Another daily action is brush my teeth. In the present tense, I brush my teeth. In the past tense, it's I brushed my teeth. Here we add ed at the end. Brush becomes brushed. Repeat with me slowly. I brushed my teeth. One more time. I brushed my teeth. Very good.
Let's try with another daily action. I go to work. In the present tense, it's I go to work. In the past tense, it becomes I went to work. Go changes to went. So listen carefully. I went to work. Can you say it with me? I went to work. Perfect.
Now let's try one with food. In the present tense, I eat breakfast at 8. In the past tense, I ate breakfast at 8. Eat changes to ate. Repeat after me. I ate breakfast at 8. Nice. And you can also say, I ate lunch at 1. Or I ate dinner at 7. These are very useful sentences for daily life.
Let's keep building. Imagine your normal day. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you eat breakfast, you go to work or school, you eat lunch, you come home, you eat dinner, you watch TV, and you go to sleep. All of these can change into past tense to describe yesterday. So, yesterday, I woke up at 7, I brushed my teeth, I ate breakfast, I went to work, I ate lunch, I came home, I ate dinner, I watched TV, and I went to sleep. That's a full day in the past tense.
Yes, and it sounds natural and clear. Notice how some verbs change with ed and some change completely. For example, brush becomes brushed, watch becomes watched, but go becomes went, eat becomes ate, wake becomes woke. These are irregular verbs. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize all of them right now. Just practice with daily life ones. That's enough for today.
Let's do a small role play to make it more fun. Speaker 2, I will ask you, what did you do yesterday morning?
Okay, I will answer. I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. And I went to work.
That's great. Now, I ask you, what did you do yesterday evening?
I came home. I ate dinner. I watched TV. And I went to bed.
Perfect. Now, let's invite our listeners to try. Dear listeners, what did you do yesterday morning? Say it aloud with us. Maybe you say, I woke up at 8, I brushed my teeth, and I ate breakfast. Good job. Now, say what you did yesterday evening. Maybe, I watched TV, I read a book, and I went to bed. Keep saying it out loud. Don't just listen.
Yes, speaking practice is very important. Even if you are alone, talk out loud. Use your own day as an example. Think about yesterday. What time did you wake up? What did you eat? Where did you go? What did you watch? Make small sentences in the past tense. This way, you connect English with your own life. That makes learning much faster.
Another tip is to compare present and past. For example, today I say, I wake up at 7. Yesterday, I say, I woke up at 7. Today, I say, I eat breakfast. Yesterday, I say, I ate breakfast. This back and forth practice helps your brain remember the change.
That's right. And remember, many verbs are easy because you just add ed. For example, play becomes played. Watch becomes watched. Clean becomes cleaned. So you can say, I played football yesterday. I watched a movie yesterday. I cleaned my room yesterday. Simple and useful.
Let's practice together. Speaker 2. Ask me what I did yesterday afternoon.
Okay, what did you do yesterday afternoon?
I played football with my friends. I watched TV. I cleaned the kitchen. Now, I ask you, what did you do yesterday afternoon?
I went shopping. I cooked dinner. And I talked to my friend on the phone.
Great. Now, we ask our listeners, what did you do yesterday afternoon? Think and answer in 1 or 2 sentences. For example, I studied English. I ate lunch. I walked in the park.
Yes, say it now. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just try. Your mouth and ears need to practice English sounds. Every small step helps you feel more confident.
And when you practice with your own life, it feels real and useful. This is better than memorizing long lists of verbs. Start with your own day. That is the best teacher.
Exactly. So let's keep practicing together. Yesterday, I woke up at 8. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. I went to the park. I ate lunch. I read a book. I cooked dinner. And I went to bed.
That was a nice day. My yesterday was different. I woke up early. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. I went to work. I ate lunch at the office. I came home late. I watched a little TV. And I went to sleep quickly.
So, you see, even if our days are different, we can both use the past tense to share our stories. That is how you can practice with a friend or even practice by yourself. Tell your yesterday's story in simple sentences. That's the key.
Yesterday can be a great teacher when you want to practice English. Many learners think about today or tomorrow, but actually, yesterday is the best place to start because it gives you real things to talk about. When you talk about your past day, you don't need to imagine or create a story. You already lived it. You only need to describe it in English. That makes practice easy and natural.
Exactly. When you think about yesterday, you remember what you did in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. These are real actions you can put into English sentences. If you woke up, you can say, I woke up. If you ate, you can say, I ate. If you walked, you can say, I walked. All of these small actions give you material to practice with.
Let's imagine together. Yesterday morning, I woke up at 7:30. I brushed my teeth, I made a cup of tea, then I read the news for a few minutes before starting work. See, these are normal activities, but in English, they become practice sentences. I woke up at 7:30. I brushed my teeth. I made tea. I read the news.
And every person has a different yesterday, which makes this practice more personal. For example, yesterday I woke up a little late. I brushed my teeth, I drank coffee, I checked my messages, and then I went for a short walk before work. My yesterday was not the same as yours, but both can be told in English.
Yes, and that's the beauty of it. You don't need to search for new vocabulary all the time. Your day already gives you the words. Maybe you took a bus. Then you can say, I took the bus. Maybe you cooked. You can say, I cooked dinner. Maybe you studied. You can say, I studied English. These are daily verbs, very simple, very useful.
Let's give our listeners some easy exercises. Think about yesterday. Start with one sentence. For example, I woke up at 8. Say it out loud. Then add one more. I brushed my teeth. Then one more. I ate breakfast. Soon you have 3 or 4 sentences. Step by step, you build a short story.
Yes, a story about your day, and the story is real, so your brain remembers it better. This is much easier than repeating random sentences that don't connect to your life. For example, it's good to learn, I watched TV, but it's much better when you say it because you really watched TV yesterday.
That's why practicing past tense with your daily routine is so powerful. It doesn't feel like homework, it feels like telling a friend about your day. And when you use English in this way, it becomes natural.
Another idea is to write it down after you say it. First, say out loud, I woke up at 7, I brushed my teeth, I ate breakfast. Then, write the same sentences on paper. This gives you two kinds of practice, speaking and writing. Both are important for improving your English.
And don't worry about mistakes in the beginning. If you forget a word or use the wrong form, it's okay. The goal is to practice. The more you say and write, the more confident you become. Slowly, your sentences get better and better.
Also, try comparing your yesterday with your today. For example, yesterday I ate bread for breakfast. Today I ate rice. Yesterday I went to the office. Today I worked from home. Yesterday I watched a movie. Today I read a book. This comparison helps you practice both present and past tense together.
Yes, and it makes the grammar rules easier to remember. When you see the difference between I eat and I ate, or I go and I went, your brain connects the pattern. Practice with your own life, and grammar becomes clear naturally.
Listeners, you can also try this exercise. Think about 3 things you did yesterday that were different from today. Say them in English. For example, yesterday I walked in the park. Today
I stayed at home. Yesterday, I talked to my friend. Today, I didn't talk to anyone. Yesterday, I cooked pasta. Today, I ate bread.
That's a great exercise. It helps you notice the changes in your life and practice two tenses at the same time. And because it's personal, you will remember it longer.
So, the secret is simple. Yesterday is your teacher. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need special tools. You just need to think about what you did yesterday and say it in English. Step by step, you will see how easy and natural it becomes.
And if you want to make it even more fun, share your yesterday with a friend. Tell them in English and ask them to tell their yesterday too. This way, you both practice, you both learn, and you both get better together.
Now, let's talk about some very common mistakes learners make when they try to use the past tense. Because if we know the mistakes, we can fix them quickly.
Yes. One mistake is mixing the present tense with the word yesterday. For example, a learner might say, I go to school yesterday. That is not correct. It should be, I went to school yesterday. We cannot use go with yesterday. We must use went.
Another mistake is forgetting to add ed to regular verbs. Some learners say, I watched TV yesterday. But the correct way is, I watched TV yesterday. Listen carefully. Watched. There is a small T sound at the end. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. I watched TV yesterday.
Very good. Another one is, I play football yesterday. That is wrong. The correct way is, I played football yesterday. Let's say it slowly. I played football yesterday. When you add ed, the word changes to the past tense.
That's right. And sometimes learners try to use did with the past tense verb together, like I did went to school. That's not correct. If you use did, the verb stays simple. For example, I did go to school. Or better, just say, I went to school.
Let's give more examples to make it clear. Wrong. I eat breakfast yesterday. Correct. I ate breakfast yesterday. Wrong. I take the bus yesterday. Correct. I took the bus yesterday. Wrong. I sleep early yesterday. Correct. I slept early yesterday.
Good. Now let's make a small practice game. I will say a wrong sentence, and you will fix it. Ready?
Ready.
I go to the park yesterday.
The correct sentence is, I went to the park yesterday.
I watch a movie yesterday.
The correct sentence is, I watched a movie yesterday.
I eat pizza yesterday.
The correct sentence is, I ate pizza yesterday.
Perfect. Now let's invite our listeners to play the same game. Dear listeners, listen to my sentence. I say, I play football yesterday. Now fix it. Good. It should be, I played football yesterday. Another one. I walked to school yesterday. Fix it. Yes, I walked to school yesterday. And one more. I read a book yesterday. Be careful. The word read is the same spelling but different sound. In the past tense, it is pronounced read. So, I read a book yesterday.
That's an important point. Some verbs look the same in present and past, but the sound changes. For example, read and read, put and put, cut and cut. These do not change in spelling. You just know the time from the sentence. For example, I read a book today is present. I read a book yesterday is past.
Yes, and another helpful thing is to listen for time words. Words like yesterday, last night, last week, last year, 2 days ago. When you hear these words, you know you need the past tense. For example, yesterday I went shopping. Last night I watched TV. 2 days ago I met my friend.
That's good practice. Now, let's talk about questions in the past tense because many learners make mistakes here too. The rule is simple. We use did plus subject plus simple verb. For example, did you eat breakfast yesterday? Did you go to school yesterday? Did you watch TV last night? Notice the verb stays simple after did.
Yes, and the answers can be short. For example, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Or you can make a full sentence. Yes, I ate breakfast yesterday, or no, I didn't eat breakfast yesterday. Let's practice. Ask me a question.
Did you watch TV last night?
Yes, I watched TV last night.
Did you go shopping yesterday?
No, I didn't go shopping yesterday.
Did you play football yesterday?
Yes, I played football yesterday.
Perfect. Now, listeners, it's your turn. I will ask you a question and you answer out loud. Did you eat dinner last night? Good. Did you study English yesterday? Nice. Did you call your friend yesterday? Excellent. Keep answering with yes or no.
That's the way. Questions make your practice more natural. You can even ask yourself. Look in the mirror and say, did I study yesterday? Then answer, yes, I studied yesterday. It may feel funny, but it helps you learn faster.
Another small mistake is with negatives. Some learners say, I didn't went to school. That is not correct. It should be, I didn't go to school. Remember, after didn't, we use the simple verb, not the past form. So correct, I didn't go. Wrong, I didn't went.
Yes, that's very important. So remember, with didn't, the verb stays simple. Listeners, repeat these sentences with us. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't watch TV. I didn't play football. I didn't go to school. Great job!
And finally, remember that practice makes you stronger. Every time you use the past tense, check the verb. Is it regular? Then add ed. Is it irregular? Then learn its past form like went, ate, drank, came, saw. Over time, you will remember them naturally.
Yes, and don't worry about making mistakes. Mistakes mean you're learning. Just keep speaking, keep repeating, and little by little, you will use the past tense correctly.
Now, let's move to something really fun. We want to show how you can talk about your whole day in the past tense, step by step, using easy sentences. This way, you can tell someone what you did yesterday, and it becomes like a small story.
Yes, this is a great way to practice. So let's imagine it is yesterday. We will go from morning to evening. You can listen, repeat, and make your own sentences too. I will start. Yesterday, I woke up at 7 o'clock. I brushed my teeth. I washed my face. I got dressed. I ate breakfast. That is my morning.
Very clear and simple. I will do the same. Yesterday, I woke up at 6:30. I took a shower.
I drank a cup of tea. I read the news on my phone. Then I left home. So when you talk about yesterday, just change the verbs into past tense. Wake becomes woke. Brush becomes brushed. Eat becomes ate. Drink becomes drank. Read becomes read with a different sound.
Exactly. Now let's practice with our listeners. Listeners, say with me, yesterday I woke up. Yesterday I brushed my teeth. Yesterday I ate breakfast. Yesterday I went to work. Good. Now try to change the last part with your own idea. Yesterday I went to school. Yesterday I went shopping. Yesterday I met my friend. Use your own daily routine.
That's good practice. And don't forget little details. For example, I can say, yesterday I walked to the bus stop. I waited for the bus. I rode the bus to work. I arrived at work at 9 o'clock. I worked at my desk. I answered emails. I talked to my boss. All of these are normal actions in the past tense.
Let me try two. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket. I bought some apples. I paid at the counter. I carried the bags home. I cooked lunch. I ate pasta. I drank water. Then I washed the dishes. These are all small actions, but when you say them together, it makes a nice story of your day.
Yes, and stories help you remember grammar better. Now let's give listeners a chance to join. Dear listeners, think about your yesterday morning. Maybe you woke up late. Maybe you drank coffee. Maybe you went to school. Now say out loud, yesterday I woke up at, yesterday I ate, yesterday I went. Fill in the blanks with your real story.
And don't worry if it's short. Even 3 sentences are good. For example, yesterday I woke up late. I missed the bus. I walked to school. That is already a story. Add more details, and it becomes even better.
Let's also show how to use time words. For example, in the morning, I woke up at 7. In the afternoon, I ate lunch with my friend. In the evening, I watched TV. At night, I went to bed at 10. These time words help listeners follow your story more easily.
That's a good tip. So let's combine. Yesterday morning, I ate breakfast. Yesterday afternoon, I studied English. Yesterday evening, I called my mother. Yesterday night, I slept early. Very simple and useful.
Now let's do a short role play. You ask me about my day yesterday, and I will answer in the past tense.
Okay. What did you do yesterday morning?
Yesterday morning, I woke up at 6, I brushed my teeth, and I ate toast for breakfast.
What did you do yesterday afternoon?
I worked in my office. I wrote emails. I met my boss. Then I ate lunch at 1 o'clock.
What did you do yesterday evening?
I came home. I cooked dinner. I watched a movie. Then I went to bed at 10.
Perfect. Now, listeners, you can copy this with your own story. Ask yourself, what did I do yesterday morning? Then answer. What did I do yesterday afternoon? Then answer. What did I do yesterday evening? Then answer. You are making your own past tense story.
Another good idea is to practice with a friend. One person asks, "What did you do yesterday?" The other answers with 3 or 4 sentences. Then change roles. This way you learn both asking and answering.
Let's give examples of different activities to make it fun. For example, yesterday I visited my grandmother. Yesterday I watched football. Yesterday I went shopping with my sister. Yesterday I studied English. Yesterday I listened to music. Yesterday I played games on my phone.
And here are some more. Yesterday, I cleaned my room. Yesterday, I cooked rice. Yesterday, I read a book. Yesterday, I painted a picture. Yesterday, I called my friend. Yesterday, I walked in the park. All these are simple sentences in the past tense.
You can also add feelings. For example, yesterday I woke up late and I felt tired. Yesterday I ate pizza and I felt happy. Yesterday I met my friend and I felt excited. Yesterday I watched a sad movie and I felt sad. Adding feelings makes your story more interesting and natural.
Yes, and it also teaches more vocabulary. Words like happy, tired, excited, bored, sad, hungry. You can use them easily with the past tense. Yesterday, I was hungry. Yesterday, I was busy. Yesterday, I was tired. Yesterday, I was happy. Notice how we use was with I, he, she, it. And we use were with you, we, they. For example, yesterday, you were late. Yesterday, we were happy. Yesterday, they were at school.
That's important. Many learners forget was and were. They say, I happy yesterday. The correct way is, I was happy yesterday. Or, they late yesterday. The correct way is, they were late yesterday.
Good point. Now, let's ask our listeners to practice. Repeat after me. I was happy yesterday. I was tired yesterday. I was busy yesterday. I was at school yesterday. You were late yesterday. You were hungry yesterday. We were excited yesterday. They were at home yesterday. Great practice.
This is how you can tell a clear, simple story about your day, step by step, action by action, with feelings too. If you practice like this every day, you will feel more confident with the past tense.
Now, let's move to our last part. We want to help our listeners connect everything we talked about into real practice. It is not only about learning the past tense rules, but also about making speaking a habit every single day. If you only listen, you will understand. But if you speak, you will remember. That's why this last part is about practice routines and small steps you can follow.
Yes, because many learners say, I understand English, but I can't speak. The reason is simple. They don't practice speaking out loud. They only read or listen. So we want to encourage you today, open your mouth, say the words, repeat the sentences, and make mistakes. It's okay. This is how you will grow.
Let's show one very simple exercise. Every night before bed, think about your day and say 3 sentences about what you did. For example, yesterday I woke up at 7. Yesterday I went to work. Yesterday I ate dinner with my family. Just 3 sentences. If you do this every night, you will get better quickly.
Yes, and if you want to practice more, you can write down your sentences first, then read them aloud. Writing helps your brain see the past tense, and speaking helps your mouth practice the sound. So you use 2 skills at the same time, writing and speaking.
Another exercise is shadowing. This means listening and repeating at the same time. You can use this podcast for shadowing. When I say, yesterday I woke up at 7, you repeat with me. Yesterday I woke up at 7. Try to match my speed and sound.
This will help your pronunciation and rhythm.
Yes, shadowing is very powerful. You don't need to think too much. Just listen, repeat, and copy. Slowly, your brain will remember the correct forms without stress. Many language learners use shadowing every day, and they improve very fast.
Let's do a shadowing practice now. Listeners, repeat after us. Yesterday, I woke up at 7. Yesterday, I brushed my teeth. Yesterday, I ate breakfast. Yesterday, I went to school. Yesterday, I studied English. Yesterday, I watched TV. Yesterday, I went to bed at 10. Great job. This is simple but effective.
And another fun activity is question and answer practice. You can ask yourself questions in the past tense. For example, what did I eat yesterday? I ate bread and eggs. Where did I go yesterday? I went to the park. Who did I meet yesterday? I met my friend. Why was I happy yesterday? Because I saw my family. This activity makes your speaking more natural.
If you have a friend, you can play this question game together. One person asks, the other answers. Then change roles. Even 5 minutes a day is enough. If you don't have a partner, no problem. You can record your own voice on your phone. Then listen and check if your sentence is correct. This is a great way to see your progress.
Yes, and remember, you don't need to use big words. Small words, simple verbs, and short sentences are perfect for practice. For example, yesterday I drank tea. Yesterday I read a book. Yesterday I cooked rice. Yesterday I washed clothes. These are short but real sentences. They are part of your life, so they are easy to remember.
Another tip is to connect your practice with your daily routine. When you are brushing your teeth, say, yesterday I brushed my teeth. When you are eating lunch, say, yesterday I ate lunch. When you are walking outside, say, yesterday I walked outside. This way, you connect action and language and it stays in your memory longer.
That's a really good idea. And you can also use pictures. Look at a picture of yesterday, maybe a photo on your phone. Then describe it in English. For example, yesterday I visited my grandmother. We sat in the living room. We drank tea. We talked about the weather. Photos can remind you of details so your story becomes richer.
Yes, details make your sentences stronger. Instead of only saying, yesterday I ate lunch, you can say, yesterday I ate lunch at 1 o'clock. I ate rice and chicken. I drank juice. I talked with my friend. Small details give you more practice and help your speaking flow.
And if you want to push yourself more, try to tell your whole day from morning to night. Use time words like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. For example, in the morning, I woke up at 7. In the afternoon, I studied English. In the evening, I cooked dinner. At night, I watched TV. It becomes like a diary of your day in English.
Yes, keeping a small diary is also a great method. You don't need to write a long story, just 1 or 2 lines each day. For example, yesterday I walked to school. Yesterday I played football with my friends. If you keep doing this, after 1 month, you will see big progress.
And don't forget, listening is also practice. When you listen to easy English podcasts, repeat the sentences you hear. Even if you don't understand everything, just copy the sound. This makes your mouth used to English. Later, your brain will catch up with the meaning.
Exactly. Many learners wait until they are perfect to speak. But the truth is, you become perfect by speaking, not before. So start now, even if your sentences are small or not correct. Every word you say in English is a step forward.
And always remember to enjoy it. learning English is easier when you smile, when you connect it with your real life, and when you practice with small daily steps. One day, you will look back and say, wow, I can tell my whole story in English. That will make you proud.